What's up YouTube, it's Adam from I'm a Music Mogul. In today's video I'm going to show you how to get creative with your drum loops in Logic Pro, and this actually will work for any DAW for that matter. Basically I'm going to show you how to rinse, reverse, and repeat certain things in your tracks just to make it more exciting. Take those drum loops and those boring stagnant drum loops that kind of repeat itself over and over, take that, change it up, and make them your own, and sort of get creative with it, because when the listeners hear a drum loop or a sound over and over and over, it gets really boring for them. They want something new, something exciting to happen every now and then. I'm going to show you how to do that right now in today's tutorial, specifically on the drums. I also got a synth groove line right here that basically will be altered and manipulated in my next video. Today we're just going to be focused on the drums, but just to give you a heads up what's going on with this track, I got two loops, a drum loop and a synth loop, and this Get Creative sessions I'm going to show you is take these loops, make them your own, and make them more interesting, less loopy, and more song. So here it is in its dry format before we do any manipulations. So right now we're just going to be focusing on the drums right here. So I can go ahead and mute this synth track out, actually not solo it, mute it, and hide it out. Gone. Let's just focus on our drums. Now obviously you're going to want to listen to your track, your drum track that you're about to edit, over and over to you get an idea of what you want to change, what you want to verse, what you want to repeat yourself with. And well, thankfully before the tutorial you don't have to sit here watching me listen to the track. I actually figured out what I want to do with it and what I want to show you guys. So we already rinsed, we listened to the track. Now we're going to go ahead and reverse. Now let's go ahead in here and listen where we want to reverse. For drums, I always like to change things up every now and then. Maybe on this drum track, well actually probably, because I know I want to do, I'm going to change this drum track every 2 bars. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of focus in on my second bar. But first, I just want to copy over my region like this. Ooh, just because it's easier to work with it that way. By the way, to do that, all you have to do is select the region, hold down the Option key, click with your mouse and drag, and that will copy that region for you. Alright, so like I said, I want to adjust the loop every 2 bars. The first thing we're going to do is reverse. So we're going to go ahead and reverse this clap over here. This one. So we're going to bring in our chopping tool. Hit escape on your keyboard, hit 5, and that will bring in your scissors tool. And I'm going to cut on the clap. And this is the hi-hat right here. I don't want it. I can take that out. Hit mute. And the next step we're going to do is going to go ahead and reverse this clap. But since this is a loop that's kind of in Logic, you don't want to reverse the audio within the loop. You want to kind of create a new audio track from that. And to do that really easily, all you have to do is create the cycle region, the length of that sample that you want to reverse, which is the clap. Right click on that region and go to bounce in place. And Logic will create a new track for you with that audio file on it, which really works for us because we're going to go ahead and place that effect onto its own track anyways. So I'm just going to go ahead here and do clap effects track. And then we're going to go ahead and reverse this clap. Right click on that. Oh, sorry, double click on that. This one will pop up. Go to functions and hit reverse. So you get something like that. What we're going to want to do here is move that over, because we took out the hi-hat, and put the reverse clap in there and bring in the original clap as well. And this is what we get. So it kind of gets a pulling effect in there and gets a little bit more creative and movement to the drum loop rather than just a kick, clap, kick, clap. So like I said, every 2 bars we're going to change things up. So now that we did a reverse, we're going to repeat ourselves and reverse again and then do a little repeating as well. So we got our standard loop, manipulated loop, a standard loop, and now we're going to bring in our manipulated loop again on that second, on our 4th bar going into it. Again, hit escape on your keyboard, hit 5 to bring in your scissors tool, and let's go ahead and reverse a hi-hat. So let's go ahead and let's see what we got here actually. let's take this hi-hat and reverse it. So again, bring that cycle region over that, right click on it, go to bounce and merge, bounce in place, hi-hat effects track. Logic will create that track for you. You don't want that in there anymore. And we're going to go ahead, double click on that, go to functions, reverse, and you get a reverse hi-hat. Let's hear how that sounds. Get more creative. That's our reverse. Now let's go ahead and repeat something. Hit escape on our keyboard, hit number 5 with our scissors tool, and I'm going to cut and repeat this hi-hat right here as well. So I'm going to cut right on the line. And then I'm just going to go ahead and zoom in just so I see what's going on. I'm going to shave it off at the end to about half, and I'm going to loop that. And I'm going to just cut to make it all even. Ooh, there we go. Now let's hear how that sounds. So now we got the repeat, we did the reverse, and now we're repeating ourselves over here. Alright, so right there we can see that we just basically reversed the clap, reversed the hi-hat, and repeated a hi-hat, and kind of made that loop sound a lot more interesting than it originally did, rather than a standard kick and a clap. Basically, this is just guidelines for you guys to do, kind of something to get you guys thinking and say, hey, I can do that here, I can do that there, and kind of show you guys what you can do to drum loops to make them your own. Alright, so that's it for today's video. For more great videos, remember to like and subscribe. In the next video, I'll be talking about how to take that synth line and make that one your own as well. Yeah, any questions, ask me in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.